perhaps breaking with popular belief about young people. A new Reason poll, they're libertarians, a Reason poll suggests that millennials may actually be financially centrist when it comes to the economy. Here is Turning Point USA's founder, Charlie Kirk. He's a millennial, so we come to him for the millennial take on this. Are you buying this? Now, this was a poll from a libertarian organization. They've got a kind of an interest in dragging people away from the left, at the very least. Are you buying that millennials are centrists economically?
Yeah, right, to an extent. I believe that we're seeing the birth of a new paradigm. And I think that young people are looking at things less as Republican or Democrat, but rather more as individual choice and individualist and farther away from collectivism. We've seen young people back in 2008 and 2012 endorse Obama and the idea of central planning wholeheartedly. And now you're seeing them live through the suffering of the ails of their own vote. They can't find jobs. They're suffering from student loan debt. And also, of course, you know all the scandals with this presidency and the mistrust of government. And I think financially and fiscally, we're seeing a generation that can be won either at the free market message or they'll just go back to liberalism. And it's a monumental opportunity for capitalists like myself to be able to make that sales pitch.
Yeah, but you've often been on this program and you've often told us that when you're out there amongst millennials on your college campus or wherever, they don't like you. They're kind of hostile to conservatives. They're not listening to your message, and they're still very firmly on the left, collectively.
Correct, right. So the way that we have to message that way, and I will say this, recently, across the last 8 months, they inherently have an antagonism towards conservatives or the idea of republicanism, but they really don't know what those words mean. And they're told to hate those, but if you say, hey, that Uber app that you're using or that iPhone that you're always texting on or that Snapchat app, those things are a byproduct of free market capitalism. So I think the ideas and the beliefs are set in there, but they have been told throughout indoctrination beliefs from professors or teachers that Republicans are bad, and that's why we have to make the free market message. And I do believe the poll, for the most part, that we can win them over if we do the right kind of outreach.
Rand Paul, he's the most popular of politician on the right, isn't he? By a long way.
Absolutely, especially amongst young people, and I'll have to applaud him. He goes to the college campuses, he goes on The Daily Show, he'll go on the Colbert Report, whereas Mitt Romney wasn't present there. He'll use these other mediums of Twitter and Facebook and Vine and Snapchat. He's the only person in Republican circles that's engaging young people, and I think that other Republican politicians and the party at large could learn a lot from Rand Paul. And if you look at young people, Republicans and Democrats really like his message wholeheartedly.
Now, Rand Paul primarily amongst young people is known for favoring the legalization of marijuana. You're not in that camp, are you? We've got to have a couple of millennials on the show who say, no, we don't want to do this. Where do you stand?
Yeah, I think that has to go on a state-by-state basis. Each state has a very different, complex way of looking at it. But I will say this, young people wholeheartedly support it because it goes back, they want individual choice. Case by case. If it's marriage or whether or not I want to buy a 32-ounce soda in New York. These are issues that matter to millennials in matters of individual choice. And we're seeing a new paradigm, individualists and collectivists, and millennials time and time again want to be the ones making their own decisions and control their own destiny. And whichever party is able to appeal to them will be able to win them over in the future.
Charlie Kirk, always a pleasure. Thanks for being with us again. Got it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
There's another travel website entering the